Namaste, Jai Bharat. Suppose when I say Lebanon, what comes to your mind today, as on now? What comes to your mind is mostly the Hezbollah. Why no one thinks about Khaleel Gibran when they talk about Lebanon? People have mistakenly thought that Gibran is a Muslim, but many people are confused. But the fact of the matter is that he is not a Muslim; he is a Christian. Khalil Gibran is a Christian who had lived some 12 years plus in New York and died there later. A typically great poet. I have no hesitation to call him a metaphysic poet. He's a metaphysical poet, Khalil Gibran. Why no one knows about him? Why no one? Why when someone says the name of Lebanon, why such names don't come into people's mind? It's Khalil Gibran's name. No one, it doesn't come to the mind. What comes to your mind is Hezbollah. Lebanon was once upon a time the only Christian country in the Arab world, which of course got changed. Not very far behind. So recently. And then Lebanon became a different world. Became a different world. There are these custodians and of thought, custodians of religion. Religion, can we attach dynamism, the concept of dynamism to religion? We know that dynamism means living. Living. How do you say something is living? Because it's moving. What kind of movement? Movement from within. That is constantly becoming. And to speak about constantly becoming, there should be changes built in. Continuous evolution. These things, do you think are applicable to religion per se? Think. I'm not going to give an answer. Something which is constantly evolving, constantly becoming, and constantly changing could be termed as dynamic or static. You talk about living languages and dead languages. There was some discussion. Which is the oldest living language? This question is not that which is the oldest language of mankind, because it's a very difficult to answer. But one can speak about the oldest living language. Which is the oldest living language? That's of course a language of Bharat and Tamil. Second oldest language is of course Sanskrit, because Sanskrit comes after Tamil, obviously. And Sanskrit is a scientifically, synthetically created language. That's a different area which we'll speak some other time. So we talk about religion. Religion can't be treated as dynamic. There are other languages that are dead because nothing is happening in those languages. No one is using is one thing, but then even if someone is using, nothing is happening. No new words are getting evolved, no new meanings are emerging, etc., etc. Similarly, religion should also continuously evolve to remain dynamic. Otherwise, religion is static, and static is akin to death or dead. At this point, I would say the Vedas are designed in such a manner to remain dynamic. No end. That's why I used to say it's an open-ended kind of thing. You can always explore, given time, given space. That's a different question altogether. So, if you say about a dynamic religion, the only option is the Hindu Dharma and the associated movements within Hindu Dharma. Think about the Lebanese evolution of Sanskriti culture. We'll call it the Sanskriti culture. It came to a standstill when Lebanon ceased to be a Christian majority country and it turns into an Islamic rule. Everything is gone. Lebanon was a very civilized, advanced society. Same was the case with Afghanistan. Same was the case with Turkey. Same was the case with most of the people. Same was the case with Iran, Iraq, great Mesopotamian civilization. What happened to them? There is this Darul Islam company. This Darul Islam company will put their foot everywhere. They think that Darul Islam is an end solution to everything and they will do everything and anything for it. That created imbalance in society. Now you talk about Syria, nothing good comes to your mind. Now, of course, you think that Assad is gone, so Syria is going to escape. No way. Syria is going for deeper troubles. I heard the Syrians have seen views that Syrians are celebrating all over the world. Assad was, of course, an extremely cruel ruler, but he was one person, you could deal with him to some extent. But when the group of hooligans rule you, tomorrow, either in this name or that name, in the name of Hezbollah, or in the name of something else, or something else, or something else, Tehrik-e XYZ, Tehrik-e that, this thing, that thing, that thing, all kind of lengthy names with short forms, abbreviations given. They all do the same thing in the name of Darul Islam. And who gets the benefits? The leaders. They live in all kinds of utter comfort and material luxury, but they want others not to do that. See, the interesting aspect with such laws are that all these laws are meant for others, not for themselves. You steal, you get your hands cut. That's one of the things. How about the one who rapes? Which organ should get cut? Why it never happens? Why was it never mentioned? You find the women getting killed by stone pelting. Why not the men? Now these things could be asked. So this is, of course, certainly not dynamism. In any society, in any civilization, in any kind of situation. So when I say Lebanon, instead of getting the name of Khaleel Gibran coming in your mind, you have the Hezbollahs, you have this thing, you have firepower, gunpowder, and rockets. If you think it's unfortunate, you are thinking. We'll meet again with some other thoughts. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.